How to use Shiftkey Solutions eBooks. There are two versions of the ebook. There's a desktop version along with a online version. We're going to take a look at the differences. First we'll open up the ebook and then we'll take a look here. Some of the basic things in this desktop version is we'll notice there's a toolbar here at the top. First of all is we have this home link. If we click this, it actually takes us to a calendar of Shiftkey Solutions 1-hour workshop series. From here we can scroll through the different months and see here the different days that 1-hour workshops are available. These are absolutely free, and we encourage everyone to register and join us for these 1-hour workshops. If we'd like to, we can click select, put in our email address, our name, and then click submit. When we do, we're registered, and you will receive an email with a link to the virtual workshop. Back to the ebook. Along with the link to the 1-hour workshop series calendar, we also have a link here that is for support. If we need help or we have a question about the ebook or something within the ebook, we can click right here and it'll take us to an ebook support page. From here I can choose the subject, put in a question, and then we identify the name of our school, and then we identify that we're a student, because teachers can ask questions too. We'll put in the name of our teacher, put on our full name, and then click submit. Now what's nice here is that after I click submit, I can click right here to get a printable PDF of what it is that I just asked. And I can keep this for my records. Now back to the ebook itself. Now on the left hand side we have a navigation button, and on the right hand side we have a navigation button. We can click this to go to the next page, and then I can click anywhere here in the interactive dynamic table of contents. Of course, here on the cover page, here's our link to watch this video. Now as far as the toolbar goes, we can come up here and use these navigation buttons, of course, to go to a specific page. If I click inside here, I can type in a particular page number. I can choose the previous page or the next page or the last page, which takes us to the very end of the book. Now of course this book is filled with exercises, so within these exercises many of them will ask you to open a particular file. So if I come up here to my download, click this, I can click the drop down here and take a look at what's available. Of course all the files have been conveniently located inside of a zip folder. So if I click this and then choose download, it'll download the zip folder, in which case I will unzip these into a folder. Now here we have a convenient lesson plan built out. Of course this is subject to change depending on your level of proficiency in the program. Over here we have an assessment quiz. If I click on this, I can click the start here. It tells me it's the Word 2019 assessment quiz. There's 30 questions. Takes us to the first question. What is the name of the toolbar located in the top left of the Word window that contains the save, undo, and redo by default? So it identifies here in an image, and then I can choose my answer here. When I get it correct, it tells me that I got it correct. If I go to the next question, and without reading it, I'll just click one thing, it'll tell me that I'm either right or wrong. You'll notice that many of the questions ask to challenge your memory. In this case, in which group can you find the heading 1 quick style? Now as we scroll through this, we can see here on this page we have our download exercise files link. When I click this, it simply opens up my downloads here. Once it's finished, I can come up and click on Open File, and it takes me to my Downloads folder. It shows me the zip folder that was downloaded, and here's the actual folder. So if I open this up, it shows me all the activity files and everything that I'm going to need for this courseware. Otherwise, I'd go back one folder. I would just right click and copy, and then paste this into a folder on my desktop, or maybe better yet, into my OneDrive. As we continue on, we'll see there's lots of stuff to learn. At the end of each lesson, we have an activity. In this case, it's just a written activity. This is where I might print this page. Now, if I wanted to print this page, I just come up to my print icon here in my desktop version, and then I identify what I want to print. I want to print the current page, and then I would click print. It'll open up my print dialog box, identify which printer I want to print to, and then click print. Once I have it printed out, I can handwrite my answers in here and then turn it into my teacher. In addition to this, at the end of each lesson, there's a end of lesson review quiz. When I click on this, it opens it up for me. I just click start, answer the questions accordingly. Another notable item here within the eBooks is that if you click on the title of any particular exercise, it'll open up a video tutorial. You will need internet access to access these video tutorials. When you're finished, you just come up and click the close button here on your page tab. Another convenient feature is that if you use your phone or tablet, you can scan this QR code to watch the video tutorial. This is convenient for when we have a printed version of this book with us. We can use our device to scan this to watch the video tutorial. Now, if I have trouble reading any of this text, I can zoom in. If I come and click on my zoom in icon, once I click the zoom in icon, I have my zoom bar here. I can click this to the right to zoom in a little bit, and then from there I just click and drag to which side of the page or the bottom of the page to read the text. When I'm finished, I can just double click in the document and it'll take me out of zoom view. If I'm searching for something in particular, I can come up and click my search icon. It'll open up my search pane here, and then I can type something in specific, such as page breaks. And when I press enter, it's going to show me all the instances within the ebook that has page breaks. So right here, if I click on page breaks here, it takes me back to that instance. But if I come down, I can see here page breaks. If I scroll down, I can find different instances of page breaks. I can just click on each one to find the one I'm looking for. As I do, I can see that the text that meets and matches my search criteria is highlighted in yellow. And when I'm finished with my search, I just come up and click the X here to close this out. Of course, one additional feature is that if I come down to my status bar down here, I can click on thumbnails. It'll open up a preview of all the different pages, and maybe this might be one way you can use to navigate the ebook if you choose to. When I'm finished, I'll click this again to collapse it. Now let's take a look at the online version. Here we are in the Office 365 account. If I come up to my app launcher and click this, I can see a list of all the apps that are available to me, but also I have my ebook available to me right here. If I click on this, it opens up that online version of the ebook, and you can see there's a little bit of a difference. There's no toolbar at the top. However, there's still a link here for support. If I click this, it takes me to my support page. If I click the menu icon here, it's going to show me I can still do my search, I can still print, and there are some settings for sound. Otherwise, if I click this again, it'll collapse that down. Now, of course, here on the cover page is a link to this video. This navigation will take us to the next page and the next page. Now, here in the online version, there's a neat feature here where if you hover over the edge of the book, you can see the page numbers. So if I go to a specific page, maybe, let's see, 62, and here's my page breaks, and again there's an activity with an end of lesson review quiz. Down here is a quick and convenient search options that takes me to the search pane as I saw before. I'll click this to close it down. If I come up to my thumbnails icon, I can click this and it shows me my entire ebook kind of spread out in thumbnails. So this might be one way that you might choose to navigate the ebook as well. When I'm finished, I'll just click thumbnails again and it closes that down. Pretty simple. Now, using the online version, if I'm having trouble reading anything, I can go hover over the area I want to read more closely, double click there, it'll zoom in, and I can just click and drag to navigate this as I see fit. Here's my little thumbnail of the book. I can click and drag to look at different parts of this book. I can zoom out a little bit if I choose, or zoom in, and so on. Of course, this is the next page button. When I'm finished, I'll just double click inside the book again, and now I can see the entire book. Thank you for joining me, and as a reminder, Shiftkey Solutions eBooks comes in two versions. There's a desktop version and an online version. Thanks for joining me. I hope this serves you well.